Okay, let's start with illustration number 20. We have a very good closing capital adjustment in this sum. Now, let's read the question. Karan, Fanil, and Farhid are partners in a firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio of their capitals. यानी क्या उनका जो कैपिटल है उसका रेशियो. सो उनका कैपिटल है 2 lakh is to 1,20,000 is to 80,000. All are multiple of 40,000. So you can say 40,000 fives are, 40,000 threes are, and 40,000 twos are. So 5 is to 3 is to 2. Please write this. 5 is to 3 is to 2. Next. Creditors, it's a liability. Workmen compensation reserve always take. Employee profit sharing fund is also a liability. Provident fund is also a liability. Karan, Fanil, Farshid, sorry. Now goodwill, we have goodwill. So we take goodwill, we write in the bracket 5 is to 3 is to 2. Land and building, patent, machinery, debtors, bad debt reserve, stock, and bank. Now, Farid retires on the above date. Partners decided the following terms of retirement. Now, new profit loss sharing ratio of Karan and Fenil. Now, who is retiring? We mark over here this person for shit. So, इसको cross कर देते. He is the person who is retiring. New profit of Karan and Fenil is to be kept at 2 is to 3. Goodwill of the firm at 40,000. New goodwill is given. Then paid 60,000 for patent during current year, which is of total 4 years. So tick कर दो patent को. Okay. Then machinery is to be depreciated by 10%. Tick कर दो machinery को. Bad debts on debtor is to be written off by 3,000. Great. So we have adjustment of bad debts. So debtors को tick कर दो. 20,000 is paid to Farshid. Okay, we are paying 20,000. So here we'll make a bank account. Tick kar do. Market value of stock is 54,000. Stock ko tick kar do. Eighth adjustment, extremely important. New capital, new firm's total capital will be equal to total capital of the old firm. So total capital of the old firm is 4 lakh rupees. So new firm ka bhi total capital will be 4 lakh. The entire capital of the new firm is to be kept in new profit loss sharing ratio of Karan and Fanil. All necessary adjustments are to be made through bank. We are already going to prepare a bank account, prepare evaluation account, capital account, bank account, and balance sheet of person. Now, are you all ready with the format? Should I start the sum? Should I start the sum now? Okay, now let's start with capital. Capital of Karan, Fenil, and Farshid. So partners capital account. Capital में by balance bought forward. Karan, let's check. 2 lakh, 1 lakh 20 and 80. 2 lakh, 1,20,000, and 80,000. Next, capital done. Now creditors 16,000. There is no adjustment. So creditors, liability side 16,000. No adjustment. Then workmen compensation reserve. Are we given any adjustment or anything over here for workmen? Nothing is given. So we distribute workmen compensation between partners in the ratio 5:3:2. You can write over there 5:3:2. So distribute it by workmen compensation. हाँ बोलो कर्म विजय. By workmen compensation reserve 12,000, which will go 5:3:2. So 12,000 divided by 10. So 1,200. So 1,200 into 5 is 6,000. Then 1,200 into 3 is 3,600. And then 1,200 into 2 is 2,400. Next, Provident Employee Profit Sharing Fund 30,000 and Provident Fund 45,000 are our liability. So directly we write Employee Profit Sharing Fund amount is 30,000. Provident Fund amount is 45,000. Capital account we have already done. Now goodwill 40,000. This goodwill will be distributed between old partners in old ratio. So to goodwill, in the bracket you can write old. 5:3:2, 40,000. So 5 fours are 20,000, 12,000, 8,000. Land and building 2 lakh, no adjustment. Then patent 60,000, inner column. Machinery 80,000, inner column. Debtors 35,000, inner column, and then leave around 3 lines blank. Stock 53,000. Bank, go to bank account 40,000. Now all assets and liabilities we have done. Now let's go to adjustment for goodwill, and for that we have to find the gain ratio. Now we have the old ratio, we have the new ratio. Let's calculate the gain ratio. Now we have three partners over here, Karan. You can write working note 1 for goodwill, Fenil, and Farshid. Old ratio 5 by 10, 3 by 10, and 2 by 10. New ratio, now Farshid is retiring to cross kar do. New ratio is given 2 is to 3. So 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. Let's find the gain ratio, which is new minus old. So it is 2 by 5 minus 5 by 10, which is equal to minus 1 by 10. So ये हो गया सैक्रिफाइस ऑफ करंट. अब जो पार्टनर सैक्रिफाइस करेगा उसको हम करेंगे करेंगे क्रेडिट. देन न्यू रेशियो 3 by 5 minus old ratio 3 by 10, 0.6, 0.3, again 3 by 10. So minus 1 by 10 plus 3 by 10, it should be equal to this 2 by 10. क्योंकि ये पार्टनर का हिस्सा ये दोनों को जा रहा है, उसमें फेनिल को 3 by 10 मिल गया और करंट का नेगेटिव हो गया. Now let's do the working for goodwill. New goodwill is equal to, just a minute, okay, new goodwill is equal to 80,000. Now students, first we need to find the share of a partner who is retiring. So share of Farshid is equal to 80,000 into 2 by 10, which is equal to 80,000 into 2 by 10 is 16,000. Share of. Now along with this, let's calculate share of current. 80,000 into minus 1 by 10, which is equal to 8,000. And then share of Fenner is equal to 80,000 into 3 by 10, which is equal to 24,000. Now जो गेन कर रहा है उसको करना पड़ेगा डेबिट. जो रिटायर हो रहा है, वी हैव टू गिव मनी टू दैट पर्सन, सो वी गिव अ क्रेडिट and also credit to the partner who is sacrificing. So our entry will be this way. You can write the entry. I'll use whiteboard for this. Fairness, capital account debit 24,000 to currents capital account. Currents capital account 8,000 and to Farshid capital account 16,000. Please write the entry. We go back to our Excel format. We do the posting. Now, credit किसको करना है हमें? We have to credit Karan and Farshid. So we write over here by Fanils capital account Karan 8,000 and Farshid 16,000. Over here to Karan's capital account 8,000 and to Farshid's capital account 16,000. Is this done? Should I proceed now? Okay, now paid 60,000 for patent during the year, which is for total 4 years. So 4 years ka 60,000, so 1 year ka 15,000. So from patent we deduct less 1/4 return of 15,000. So outer column will be 45,000. Second effect, revaluation account to patents return of 15,000. Next adjustment, machinery is to be depreciated by 10%. machinery, less 10%, 8,000. So 72,000. 2 machinery, 8,000. Bad debt is to be written off ₹3,000. Now bad debt का working तुम्हें ऐसे करना है, ध्यान देना प्लीज. You had bad debt reserve of how much? Check. Bad debt reserve was 5,000. माइनस उसके सामने तुम्हारा बैड डेट आया 3,000. So now this bad debts will go from bad debt reserve because you already had a balance of bad debt of bad debt reserve. तो जितना भी नुकसान हुआ उसके लिए ऑलरेडी हमारे पास रिजर्व था. तो रिजर्व में से हमने 3,000 ले लिया. तो अब हमारे पास कितना रिजर्व रह गया? 2,000 का. अब जो बैड डेट्स आना था वो ऑलरेडी रिजर्व के सामने आ गया. तो अब हमें फर्दर कोई रिजर्व की जरूरत नहीं है. ऐसा यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी लिखा नहीं है कि वी नीड टू मेंटेन बैड डेट रिजर्व. It means we had a reserve of 5,000. Against that, bad debt was 3,000. So what is left is 2,000, which will be reversed. Where reversed? In revaluation account. So now हमारे जो debtors है 32,000, 35,000, उसमें से 3,000 हम माइनस कर देंगे. So you go to debtors, less bad debts 3,000, 32,000. Apart from this, by bad debt reserve 2,000. Now, if you go as per the entry, your first entry will be. If you want, I can give you the entries. You may write the entries if you want to. You must write the entries, okay? Now, our first entry will be bad debts account debit 3,000 to debtors, and because of this we are deducting 3,000 from our debtors. Okay, then this bad debt is a loss, but we already have a reserve or a provision against it. Bad debt reserve is actually a provision. So here this loss will be transferred to that provision, which is also known as bad debt reserve. So bad debt reserve में जितना भी बैलेंस था उसका बैलेंस हम कम करेंगे. So क्रेडिट से उसको कर देंगे आप डेबिट 3,000 से, और ये बैड डेट उधर ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा. So टू बैड डेट्स 3,000. Now we already had a reserve of 5,000. Against that 3,000 is taken up by bad debts. So remaining 2,000 will be transferred to revaluation account. Now the entry for the third one will be bad debt reserve account debit 2,000. Now when we create bad debt reserve, entry is P&L to bad debt reserve. And when we want to reverse it, the entry will be reversed. So your entry will be to revaluation account, because here we are not having profit and loss account. 2000. These are the entries. You should write these entries. Have you all written the entries? Should I proceed now? Okay. Now we go back. Now, this is the reason debtors may say we deducted bad debts, and over here, revaluation account credit side, we have written by bad debt reserve. Now, let's go to the next adjustment. 20,000 is to be paid to Farshid. We'll do that later. Market value of stock is 54,000. Now, what is the stock what we have? 53,000. So, there is an increase. So, add 1,000 after column 54,000. Second effect, by stock 1,000. Now we have to pay 20,000 to Farshid. So let's first find out revaluation profit or loss. Okay, then we go to Farshid. Now you have to see which side is more. So debit side is more. We'll do use auto sum function. Same thing over here. On the credit side, 23 minus 3,000 is 20,000. This will go to old partners. So by partners capital account, Karan, Fenil and Farshid. Now again, this will go in the ratio 5 is to 3 is to 2. So 10, 10,000, 6,000, and then 2,000. So 4,000. So 5 is to 3 is to 2, 20,000. We give the second effect. To partners capital account, sorry, to revaluation account, 10,000, 6,000, 4,000. Now, Farshid is retiring, so this person Farshid is going. Now, first let's balance Farshid. So credit side will be more. I use auto sum. Same we write on the debit side. Now, 20,000 we are paying. So to bank, in the column of Farshid, 20,000. And in the bank, By purchase capital account 20,000. Now see what is left. 98,400 minus 8,000 minus 4,000 minus 20,000. Find the balance. 66,400. This will be transferred to Farshid's loan account. To Farshid's loan account. 66,400. So Farshid's loan account liability side. Farshid's loan account 66,400. Now let's close Fennel and Karan. Now before we close Fennel and Karan, let's go to the adjustment number 8. ध्यान दोगे सब? ध्यान दोगे सब? Very important. Now, in adjustment number 8, new firm's total capital will be equal to total capital of the old firm. The entire capital of the new firm is to be kept in new profit and loss sharing ratio of Karan and Fennel. All necessary adjustments are to be made through bank. So let's do the working as usual. Working note for closing capital. Closing capital of Karan and Fennel, which is same as total old capital. Please refer to the adjustment in your textbook. It is given that new firm's total capital will be equal to total capital of the old firm. So total old capital or total capital of the old firm, which is equal to rupees 4 lakhs. So capital of Karan four lakh into what was the ratio? The ratio was 2:3. So 2 by 5, which comes to 1,60,000. And capital of Fennel, which is 44 lakhs into 3 by 5, which comes to 2,40,000. Please do the workings. Please do the workings. So now what we need to do is first we write the closing capital. So I'm writing over here to balance carried forward as per our working note number 3. Karan 1,60,000 and Fennel 2,40,000. This is the balance. Now let's find the difference which will be adjusted through bank. यहाँ पैसा दिया है. All the necessary adjustments are to be made through bank. So let's see now which side is more. First of all, for both the partners. Now over here, we can see that, okay, let's go one by one. Let's start with Karan. Now Karan 1,60,000, 2 lakh credit side is more. So credit side, I'll use auto sum because I'm doing it in Excel. 2,14,000. Same we write on the debit side. And then the difference will be to bank. Difference. Find out the difference. 2,14,000 minus 1,90,000. 24,000. So 24,000. Go to bank account. Credit side. Partners capital debit. So bank account credit by Karan's capital account. 24,000. Yani Karan is withdrawing 24,000 from the business. Then Fennel. For Fennel now debit side is more. Same we write on the credit side. And then the difference by bank. $2,82,000 minus 1,23,600. So 158,400. So 158,400. We write on the debit credit side partners capital account. So debit side bank account 2, Fennel's capital account 158,400. Next, go back over here. Now once again see the adjustment. Here it is given new capital, new form's total capital will be equal to total capital of the old form. So total capital was 4 lakh of the old form. Same will be for the new form. In what ratio? In the ratio 2:3. So closing balance 1,60,000 and 2,40,000. Now after this, we balance it normally and we get the difference which is transferred to the bank account. So which comes to 1,58,400 for Fennel. Fennel will bring that much money in the business and Karan will withdraw 24,000. Now let's close bank account first. Obviously debit side is more over here. and balance. By balance carried forward. 1,98,400 minus 44,000. 155,400. 1,54,400. This will be transferred to the balance sheet. So in the balance sheet, cash bank account, sorry, we don't have cash account, we have a bank account. Amount is 154,400. Don't forget this. Now capital we transfer over here. Current and Fennel. Current is 1,60,000. Fennel is 2,40,000. So total comes to 4 lakh. Let's do the total and check the balance sheet now. I already have pre-applied formulas. So you can see here it is tallying. This is your complete sum. Okay, extremely important adjustment of a closing stock. Of a closing capital. Extremely important adjustment of closing capital over here. Okay, be careful in exam. These are sums are expected in your exam.